everyone. I didn't even think I was gonna be streaming today, but lo and behold, today I lucked out here for what it's worth. So, grab a little of this here, and I do have something to take care of in the background very quickly before we get started, so bear with me. Here it is. Okay. I promise I'll explain what's going on here in a bit. Click that. Hold on. Okay, this is still not working out. Where's the button? Okay, there. Oh, right. Let's go to... This is getting ridiculous here. Hold on. Oh, this is frustrating. And another thing I hate with this, by the way. There we go. Hold on, I do apologize for this here. I was out for a bit, so I didn't have time to... Alright, and yes, we'll be going back. We're gonna probably finish COD 3 more than likely. Oh, sorry about this. It's just... I've been having trouble with my high-tension 4K. Not necessarily the discs, but the digital code. And I'm not actually going to talk about the movie here, because I've said enough what I wanted to, but here's what happened. The digital code that came with this thing just did not want to work like it should have. And so, what happened was, I tried to redeem it, right? And it said it was not yet ready, the promotion. So I waited until the day I could, and it still showed up as redeemed, but the title's not in my inventory. They send me another code, I try again, I get another fucking error. I've never had issues this bad with Lionsgate codes before, and it drives me crazy. It's just... It is fucking ridiculous what's going on right now. Huh? Well, there's a lot going on right now. It's frustrating. This is one of the fucking reasons I wish they would just use movies anywhere, because it would make all our lives easier, but unfortunately, we are not so lucky to do such a thing. And it really sucks, because it's like 3 studios in particular, like, well, I guess, yeah, 3 studios in particular that don't use it. Paramount, MGM, like, even Warner movie releases of MGM films that they have licensed out do not work through whatchamacallit. Do not redeem through movies anywhere. They instead do it through just, yeah. And then Lionsgate. Those are like the big 3 that don't. And it's really fucking frustrating, because you think they would, but I guess they're not that big enough, because technically this was all started by Disney. True story, actually, yeah, because Disney has so much control in this. They have way more than you think that they would. Anyway, I am checking things like a mofo right now, because there is a big tease from Arrow that may be coming out tomorrow. See, normally they do their releases of stuff at the end of the whatchamacallit. Yeah, normally they announce all their releases at the end of the month, but this time they have decided to actually announce one of them early, and they gave a very obvious tease today on social media. It's going to be Ninja Turtles related, more than likely. If I had to take a guess, they're doing a trilogy box set, maybe even having the 2007 animated film, but this box set primarily will have the live-action Ninja Turtles films from the early 90s. So the first one, number 2, Secret of the Ooze, and number 3, which I think we all want to forget ever happened, but yeah. But yeah, that's the tease. It's been rumored for a while, and I guess the official announcement, they're going to announce it tomorrow or something with it. And then likely at the end of the month, they'll mention it in their wrap-ups. I think that's going to be one of their biggest releases this year, if this ends up coming to fruition. Because many people have wanted the 90s Ninja Turtles films in 4K for a good while, because, well, even the OG Blu-rays of these films aren't kind of, sort of, not the best. Old, outdated VC1 encodes, and the audio is only a true HD. If we could get a remaster to a Dolby, well, ideally, the best case scenario would be a Dolby Atmos mix. Really, I want Mortal Kombat 95 in 4K with Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. That's my ultimate one. I know Arrow still has time to make it happen, but I don't know. And considering only one of those movies is probably considered great of the bunch, I think 2 definitely went more sillier. And like I said, we don't talk about 3 because, can you blame me, really? I have things to play catch up on too, by the way, because I was out. So let's go ahead and get into the game here, shall we? I love those friggin' radio tracks too, by the way. And in fairness, yeah. So, and yeah, this is Drink Upon because I did not finish the workout. Actually, the last Glacier Freeze one I have. I wonder what they... Yeah, so that's how they do the Treyarch logo, just an emblazoned patch on. As normally Treyarch, like, they would have special logos. Like, I remember the one for the 2 Spider-Man games. So we did finish the last big bit. We finished this.
That's it.
But we're not exactly done, though, here.
We did it. We did it.
I'm sorry we got here a little late.
I want time to gather my men.
Yeah, because even though this shit's done,
The dead ones.
there's still like
I don't want to see them
20-something minutes of game to go. And it might take longer, seeing as how we've died on multiple bits.
Are you all right?
I'll be home soon. They will surrender soon.
The Bosch? That's not likely. Not while they still have a way out.
That being.
Show what?
So yeah,
30 on that position there. Huxley, find some more
back to the
sandbags.
American
From Major
line of
Holden.
resistance.
The Poles and Canucks have taken Hill 262. Jerry's fallen back. Hard.
Towards us?
Every last godforsaken one of them.
We're gonna need more ammo.
I don't think that's all you're gonna need, but I guess that's beside the point. I could probably catch up with one of these videos at least. But bear with me. No. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Pause that for just a minute. So don't expect this to be a long stream, because we are probably going to finish this. So let's go. Oh boy. And this level is... Oh Jesus crap. Boy, this level is starting off with a big ol' bang. How can I reload? I saw that fucker with the rocket launcher. Not this year. Oh shit. Are you kidding me? I don't even have time to react on closing the gap.
Ammo! We need more ammo!
Where's the ammo?
I need a clip!
On the right! Let's go!
Concentrate your fire! Where's the ammo? Here comes
Hold on. Where's the 30 cal? Give me that. There we go. That's... Oh. Don't let the thing get too hot. That's better. I was doing it wrong the first time. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta man them machine guns. Hey, where's the rest of them? This is it. I think. Not enough. Just not enough. What's going on here? Teddies all over the place. Teddies? I hate these guys. Got machine gun, excuse me, 10 o'clock. You gotta clear them out, boy. What was that you were saying? I gotta do it. I'm not equipped with a weapon. Yep, I think I should press B now. Oh, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much pain. Help me, help me, help me. There. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Oh, Jesus, help me. I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much... Yeah. There's a... Damn it. This is what... There's a goddamn... Look out! There's a goddamn tank over there! Look out! Oh yeah. Fuck, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. How'd I get stuck there? Do you know how I got stuck? I don't know how I got stuck. We're gonna have to be careful now because I think they just pushed us back enough. Oh, whatever that is, that don't sound good. Oh, Jesus, that's not good. How do you expect me to fight a fucking tank right now? You expect me to fight a tank when I don't even have a basic rocket launcher to help me out? Have you lost your mind, game? Oh, shit. Where? How do I... Oh, this way. Ow! Ow! Now, which way? Now...
Near that car!
Do I need a boost to get over that thing, or... Okay, I guess I do. Oh, wait, hold on. Dixon. Erickson.
Out of here! Move! Get up or you're dead! Need air support! Now! Popping smoke to mark our location! Stay with me, buddy.
Wenn du unter der Erde liegst, piss ich auf dein Grab, Army!
You're going home in a coffin, Fritz! They're gonna kill us! Our own bombs! Guys
Oh,
got a
Jesus.
point. This happens again, I'm done calling in air support!
Stay cool, all right? There's our way out.
Oh, boy. Give me this. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Sorry about that. Now, where were we? Oh yeah. Feeling Nazis. That's what. Boom. And now I can't stop thinking about fucking Cotton Hill saying, "You wanna kill a Nazi? A Nazi squad C?" Yeah. Actually, I have King of the Hill on my mind, actually, because a friend of the channel here actually messaged me while I was out, because I was actually out today for lunch for a change, actually, with one of my aunts and the youngest of her children, who is going back to college actually soon. She goes to school in Colorado, and she's leaving, I believe, yeah, sometime like either tomorrow or Friday. I don't remember exactly, but she's going back up, so it's been a busy bout. So yeah, so I was out, and when I was out, like I said, a friend of the channel messaged me about the King of the Hill revival, and I told her my thoughts about it too. Or at least just from what I had heard, because the thing is, I don't actually have Hulu. That's why I had to preface from what I heard and all the circles I go to and follow. Truth is, I do think in terms of revivals, it is one of the better ones, and I do say minor nitpicks about handling certain things, but there's also some other ones that grind my gears in some regards, mainly when it comes to some of the voice stuff, which I understand there was a major passing, actually. Actually, there was a couple major passings, unfortunately, and it hurts. Mainly, the first one, obviously, was Johnny Hardwick, who I mentioned in my In Memoriam section. When did he die? I think he died in 2023, if I remember correctly. Okay, what's going on here?
We need more air support!
Yeah. So I mentioned him, obviously, and then I mentioned that he had recorded some of his dialogue for the revival, and it was about what? It was like 6 episodes worth, I believe. And of course, the other major passing was Jonathan Joss, who was actually the second John Redcorn. I say second because I think some people tend to forget that Victor Aaron was the original voice of John Redcorn way early on in the season. But then Jonathan Joss just, what's the goal here? Okay, protect Guzzos from the machine gun fire while he marks his target. That was the second John Redcorn. And they had in-episode tributes. All of his dialogue was done before what happened to him happened, before he was killed. Part of me feels bad for him because it seemed like he was going down a very rough path. At the same time, though, it's like what they did with, even then from accounts that I've heard, that basically when Johnny Hardwick was doing the voice in those episodes, like something about him did sound off. Like I don't know if people could tell from those recordings if he was in bad health or what. They couldn't even determine how he died, actually, which is kind of screwed up because it was so long when they had found him, basically, that the body was so decomposed that they could not do an autopsy. Alright. We reached a checkpoint. Shit.
Nichols, Guzzo's laying right next to a flare. We gotta get him out before air support arrives. Follow me.
Just lead the way, damn it. Advance with Dixon. Oh shit. Why can't I just drop down? That was kind of annoying. But yeah, so what they did, so I kind of understand what they had to do with Dale, because, well, Johnny Hardwick sadly is no longer with us. By the way, Dale's actually her favorite, though. She does relate to Bobby for what it's worth. And so, if you're not sure about the voices, unfortunately, I hate even talking about this crap, essentially, because I feel like I'm going to rile up people, but I need to speak my opinion about this. It's mostly about the trend of voice casting in specific ways here. More specifically, when it comes to race. Oh, hold on. We need to cover Dixon. Okay. I know it's a sensitive topic, but the thing is, anyone who knows me knows I talk about voice acting a lot in my reviews of games, at least where I can cover it applicably. Usually when there's a major amount of voice acting in a game, or even it's just a small amount, I'm more than likely to talk about it, because, yeah. And so what the thing is, several voice actors were replaced. I'm not going to count, though, out what happened with replacing Dale, because, well, it's understandable what happened, unfortunately. So, okay, we got to eliminate the remaining enemies. So what happened was, they had replaced Johnny Hardwick with Toby Huss. Now, if you may remember, Toby Huss had quite a few significant roles in the original show. More specifically, he voiced Cotton Hill, but we all know what happened with him. And originally, he had voiced Khan, Souphanouzafone. Yeah, because he's got a funny name there. At least a funny last name. Not so much that first name when you strike that out. Ugh, I bet Kirk has PTSD from that. And
Somebody get me a bandage for my leg
so
here.
there was that, right? But what happened was they had replaced Khan's voice.
Your squad's needed on the other side of town to drive them out.
Because, well, Toby Huss in no
Alright, go
way
with us.
looks like
We
Khan
could use the
here.
firepower.
So, I mean, that's
The
whatever
rest
here,
of
or
you,
so we think.
ammo up,
But
leave
then,
your gear. Just your
but then
weapons and
also
bullets.
several other people get replaced. Alright, here we go. Hold on, I need to see what we're doing here. Okay, moving out with the arm squad. Because also, they bring back Joseph Gribble, right? Dale, but not really Dale's son. And at the same time, those of you who watch it know this shit. Now, when he originally was voiced as a child, was voiced by the late Brittany Murphy, but once he hit puberty in the show, and it hit him particularly hard, he was voiced by Breckin Meyer. Well, again, because he's the son of Jan Redcorn. Well, yeah, again, another recasting. It's like, it's kind of frustrating with something, because look, I know even then there are certain voices that don't sound right out of certain people, so in those instances it makes sense, but a lot of this other stuff, it's like, it's tough, because voice acting, on-screen acting, that's a whole different beast. I get why that is the way it is. It's just when it comes to voice acting in particular. Oh, okay, what am I doing? Am I stuck? Am I stuck right now? What the... Oh, I gotta go this way. I seem to get stuck on a lot of objects in this game. I don't know why. But at the end of the day, the same people basically... I only bring it up because the same people who cried out for this sort of thing too, to have actual people actually also of specific races voicing their actual characters, it's come back to bit them in the ass in a weird way. The call for diversity, and I know I've used that word in my reviews, but not in the way you would think. Not when it comes to a lot of this stuff here. I've used it more in a technical aspect because, yeah. Because now, essentially, they used to be able to read for roles of all different races. And the voice was really what mattered, because the thing is, you were never even supposed to see behind the ordeal here. They always just kept the name down at a minimum, too. It was just a name you'd see in a credit. And so, essentially now, though, in the wake of it, it really just got out of control. Like, Ground Zero was 2020, aka the year the world went to hell. That's when this shit got out of control, basically. I don't know where exactly, how that started. I mean, if you really want to trace the origin back, you could probably go all the way back to the problem with Apu, which itself was a terrible hit piece anyways, about a, believe it or not, an actually very good character in The Simpsons. Not just that, but probably someone's favorite character. There's a good chance, who has basically been relegated to background roles, and even though they have unfortunately fallen the recasting of other stuff as well, it has not really saved the character from showing up much in Modern Simpsons. Not that Modern Simpsons is still worth a damn in my opinion, but that's beside the point. The point is, a can of worms have been opened up, and I think now the fact that it's hit a favorite series of mine that I do have a lot of nostalgic attachment to, as I mentioned to my very closest one here, that King of the Hill was one of my favorite shows growing up, and still is, even though I've never watched the whole show. I know, like I said, I have a lot of other media I'm working through, and if I finish early enough here and get back in time, we'll see. Hey, what am I supposed to do? Seriously, I hate how I can't even get through some of this. I can't even open a door without some help, for goodness sake.
In the open! To the south!
I can't see what's going on. I can't tell what the fuck's going on right now. They're shooting off in ways that I can't aim at right now. I can't get out of that thing. I can't go here. I can't... Seriously, what the hell am I supposed to do? Wanna help me, game? Look, the point is, this can of worms should have never been opened up in the first place. I know in certain instances it makes sense, and I'm not complaining in those instances. I mean needless. You want to set a precedent in the future, fine. It is whatever. But at the end of the day, you should never just do it just cause. It should always be the best person for the job, period. That's how you end up with a true diverse mix of people, too, that you would normally never see. And I also find it kind of ironic, too, that Phil Lamar has basically complained about people mentioning him, but yet he took the roles of Samurai Jack and Vamp from Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4, despite looking absolutely nothing like either of those characters. Yeah. I mean, fuck. I don't know. I hate even mentioning this shit, but it just got me thinking about it, you know. some people are gonna feel differently. More power to you. But I'm just... Okay. Now I can regroup. Now what? Wanna open the door for me? Why can't I open a stinking door in this game? I'm starting to sound like Game Dude. Why can't I open a door in this game? My teammate can open it, but I can't. What a crock of... Yeah. You know. I don't know. I mean, that's probably the main gripe with some of this that makes it harder for me to actually want to watch the modern King of the Hill, knowing how things have went down. It's hard. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, you gotta have certain characters in certain instances. I get it, too, at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, it should be the best person for the job, no matter what. And that's the joyous thing. It's not just voice acting. Something I've learned from going to voice actor panels through conventions throughout the years is that, believe it or not, even though you're doing a voice behind a mic, it's still acting at the end of the day. And that was kind of the joy about it. Putting yourself in position to potentially be someone that you're not. And, you know, I don't know. It was on my brain. Probably gonna rile up some people with those opinions, but you know what? When have I not riled up people with certain opinions? I keep thinking back to my Street Racing Syndicate review, which is still in the playlist, by the way. I may eventually unlist it because it's been enough time, but I don't know. I'm just afraid eventually another background's gonna get up, and then you have people who are too overly nostalgic for a mediocre racing game. I'll be a bit more fair to it there and say it's... Maybe not... Maybe I was a little harsh on it when I did it, but I still think it's not a good driving game at its core. Like, I definitely would be more likely to play the Need for Speed Underground games again, especially since they're now on my Xbox. Or if I find retro achievement sets for 1 and 2, I'm more likely to play them for certain. Pop these ones off. There you go. Oh shit. Get down. Oh shit. Pops them off. Come on, heal me, would ya? Oh shit, German mortar teams. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Do I... No, that doesn't work. So wait, how the fuck am I... So how the fuck am I supposed to eliminate the mortar teams? I have no rocket launcher. They're everywhere. Wait, it's those other ones, isn't it? Ah, fuck! See, and because they're in the way, I have trouble. Okay, I see one of them. I think that's one of them. Hey, where's the rest of them? Over here, maybe? No. Oh, no. Okay, this is... And no, I cannot do that. I can't even mark them. trying to find the mortar team, but I can't. There. I think that's the other one. Huh? Ah, there you are. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, there's armored cars now. Use this. Oh, I have to do this shit. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of this shit. Oh, fuck. Ow, Jeebus. Oh, crap. Not good. Air. Why can't it just give me a normal aim for a change? I'm a fan of the pack gun. There! Oh! You gotta eliminate the tanks now. There! Oh. My cannon is gone! The other cannon's gone too! Oh! It's like we lost our intelligence! Oh, it's going... Oh boy. Whoa, 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 whoa! I think the cavalry has arrived. There it is. We are safe and sound, my friends. I think that's it. I think that's it. Won the war. Yep, that's it. That's it right there. And you wonder why I made this a half. So I'll get the YouTube short ready and we'll get this going. Okay. Let's do this shit. Let's go ahead and record this. Call of Duty 3 is sort of the last, well, at least one of the last big World War II hoorahs before the franchise settled in full modern warfare mode, with the other entry being World at War, which came out in 2008, whereas this was 2006.
One roll.
This game here actually definitely has a lot of the makings, I think, that you would see in the later games. Like, it's quick lightning boom gameplay, snap to aim and everything, down iron sights, the fast-paced action, the linear action. Pretty much it's what you would expect from COD, but with the classic World War II getup that the series originally started at before Modern Warfare became a thing. I know this is ranked very low on the list, but I think out of all the COD games, like on the console era, or the console exclusive ones in particular, because this never came to PC, I actually might say this is the best one of the bunch to a degree. maybe behind Big Red 1. This or Big Red 1. Like, you have to ask me depending on how I'm feeling that day. But yeah, Call of Duty 3 is fine. It's fun. You find it for a good price. Pick it up. Pick up the 360 version because it's probably the best. Or you can get the original Xbox version because that plays on Insignia. And yeah, I don't really have much else to add. I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay. Let me just go ahead and log this real quick. And I'll get all this taken care of. Excuse me. So yeah, I'll just go upload this in a minute here and get the disc out because we are actually switching according next to the How Long to Beat backlog. According to the backlog at hand, the next game on the docket shall be Shadow of the Colossus on PlayStation 4, which I actually have. There we go. I gotta be careful. Which I actually have right here, courtesy of RetroCart. So I'm going to go ahead and get the disc for COD 3 out. I don't know when we're going to go to the 360 list, but I'll try and get this taken care of. I'm going to go log this game. I'm going to go put this one back on the shelf where it belongs. And we're going to get things ready. So tomorrow, join me tomorrow around this same time for Shadow of the Colossus remake on my Twitch. And I'll see you all then. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Please be kind to each other. And we'll be back tomorrow. So bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.